Welcome to Process Over Profits. Today we'll be talking about something that most traders don't think about, and that's the mindset. Everyone thinks that having success in trading comes from having the right strategy, but that's not the truth. What's most important is your mindset. Without the right mindset, even the best strategy won't save you. Strategy alone won't make you a profitable trader. So here's the myth. If you have the right strategy, then you'll make money. The reality is that two traders can have the same exact strategy and one will win and one will lose. Why is that? So one of those traders can follow all the rules, manage their emotions, and they can stay disciplined. The other trader will get impatient, ignore all the rules, and ignore risk management. So the lesson I want you guys to take away is that without emotional control and discipline, your strategy doesn't matter. Your strategy won't save you. Another thing we need to talk about is fear and greed. So fear will stop you from entering the trade, analysis paralysis, or it'll have you holding trades way too long to the point that the trade goes in your favor and you hold it so long that it goes against you. So greed will have you taking unnecessary risks, jumping into trades too late when they've already started to move away from where your parameters are set. And it'll have you holding trades for too long. You're just hoping for a couple extra dollars. And that's not gonna have you set up for success. So what I learned was successful traders control their emotions and losing traders, they don't. The number one tip I want to leave you guys with is you should stick to your trading plan and leave your emotions out of it. Now, if that's easier said than done, it's going to take a hell of a lot of practice, a hell of a lot of trades, but you can get there. I got there. So you can definitely get there. One of the biggest mistakes that I feel like I made was focusing on the outcome more than the actual process of getting the trade done and execute it in the right way. You can execute a trade in the correct way and it's still not going your favor, but you followed your plan. You had a plan, you followed it, it didn't work out, you move on. So you can do that. So a big mistake I used to make was focusing on the outcome of every trade. You cannot put that much weight on every single trade. This is a process where you'll gradually take those steps to get to where you want to be and trade with the amount of figures, options, ticks that you are comfortable with. So what I learned was short-term wins and losses, they don't define success. It's the execution that defines success. If you can execute in the right way every single time, the market is the market. We do not control the market. We are retail traders. The big boys control the market. So you need to work on your execution and never focus on the wins and losses because you'll get there. If you focus on the execution of your strategy, you'll get there. So another tip I want to leave you guys with is to focus on the execution, not just your profit and loss. Profit and loss are good, but you want to focus on your execution. You want to have everything down. Even if you have to write everything down like I did, if you write it down and you focus on your execution more so than your profit and loss, then you'll be better off in the long run. Trust me. So to me, the first step in developing a winning mindset was understanding that you are going to lose. No trader is going to win 100% of the time. That's just unrealistic. That's just not how the market works. And we don't control the market. So you're gonna lose sometimes and you have to be okay with those losses. Trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. Trust your process. Even if you go on a losing streak, you still have to trust your process. You have to detach yourself from the money. If you can detach yourself from the money, you can focus on making good trades, and the outcome of making those good trades and focusing on the execution will be the money. Never focus on the money. What I want you guys to have and focus on is a good routine. I have a routine of going in on the higher time frames and marking up my support and my resistance and the overall trend of the market. Following this routine has helped me become extremely successful in executing my trades, whether I'm doing a live trade or a sim trade, because sim trades matter too. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Trading is 90% mindset and 10% strategy. If you can master your emotions, the profit will come to you. So let me know down in the comments what's the biggest hurdle you face in your trading journey. So subscribe for more trading insight and follow me on my consistency journey. And remember, focus on the process and the profits will come.